another exciting doubleheader of the NBL 2025 season Governors Cup. Ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown here at the Naganyo Gym San Leonardo, Nueva, Ecija. We kick off today's action with our first matchup, Quezon City taking on Taguig City. To begin, let us all stand and please remove your caps and headgears for the NBL prayer. Inihiling po namin na tumayo ang lahat, if you are able.
As we gather here today, we thank you for the opportunity to come together in the spirit of sportsmanship and competition. We ask for your blessings upon the players, coaches, and officials that they may compete with integrity, respect, and teamwork. Help us to play with passion and dedication, and may we support one another both on and off the court. Let this game be a celebration of our hard work and commitment, and may it inspire us to strive for excellence. We also pray for safety for all participants and fans, and that we may enjoy this time together in a spirit of camaraderie and fun. Thank you for this day and the joy of the game. Amen.
Please remain standing to honor the team's hymn. First to sing the Taguig City hymn, Taguig Generals.
Bayang pinapala ng dakilang lumikha, may bagong pag-asa sa hangaring dakila, sa mahal kong bayan. Ialay nating lahat, tapat na paglilingkod. Taguig ay sasagana, Taguig magmaliw man ang lahat, di ka malilimot. Bayan kong sakay dilag, sa iyo nadarama. Taguig ay paunlarin, ang aming hangarin. Bayan kong Taguig, wala kang pagmamahal.
Thank you very much, Taguig Generals. To render the Quezon City hymn, the Quezon City Enforcers.
Lungsod Quezon aming mahal, araw mo ay saganang tunay, sa amin ang alab mo'y buhay, sa iyong sigla kami nagpupugay. Dito'y ilaw ang diwa mo, hiyas ka ng bayang sinisinta. Dito'y nukling mitiing banal, sa'yo ang pag-ibig namin nagdangal. Lungsod Quezon aming mahal, araw mo ay saganang tunay, sa amin ang alab mo'y buhay, sa iyong sigla kami nagpupugay. Lungsod Quezon aming mahal.
Thank you very much, Quezon City Enforcers. NBL fans, you may now be seated. Both teams at the center court put in a pregame handshake, and you may go back warming up before the game starts.
Of the National Basketball League Pilipinas. It may not be retransmitted nor reproduced in any form on any television or streaming platforms without the express written consent of NBL Pilipinas.
Maboy Pilipinas, maboy lalawigan ng Nueva Ecija. Welcome to the continuing action of the 2025 National Basketball League NBL Pilipinas Governors Cup live today from the Taguig Gym in San Leonardo, Nueva Ecija. Good day, everybody. My name is Ati Servino, and I'll bring you the action as it happens right before your very eyes. And of course, our first game for today, it's a good one. We have the undefeated Taguig Generals going up against the unpredictable Quezon City Enforcers. Of course, the team for today, the Taguig Generals, they want to maintain, they want to stay spotless, 6-0. Meanwhile, the Quezon City Enforcers, they want to scrap off their slump. They want to, improve their 2 wins and 4 losses. As you see on your screens right now, those are our standings at the end of the first round of eliminations. Today is the first day of the second round of elimination, so expect the action to heat up now that we are in the second round. So first, let us discuss the last game of the Taguig Generals on your screens right now, they played against the Tikas Kapampangan. What a game that was. Of course, 2 undefeated teams at 5-0 last June 6 at the Colea de Sebastian. Of course, superior field goal shooting for the Generals did the trick. Their hustle, second chance points. Look at the disparity of the deserves, the bench points. 52-34, but of course Tikas, the younger team, they ran more, 30-15. And of course the final score there, 93-80. Taguig improving to 6-0. Of course, one player who excelled in that game was the man on your screen right now, David Completo. Look at that. Again, we'll say this again, a complete game for David. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, efficient field goal shooting, 13 of 17. And look at this, believe it or not, plus 28 whenever David is on the floor. All right? And of course, they will be depending a lot on David in this game. And of course, like what I said, Taguig, they are aiming to stretch their winning run to 7-0. All right? So meanwhile, Harvey Subrabas, look at this. Harvey Subrabas as of late has been on a scoring spree. Before he used to be a pass-first point guard, setting up his teammates, but now he's more into scoring. Look at the numbers of Harvey from the last 2 games. 20 points against the Enforcers in their first round meeting, and then 14 against Tikas to go with 6 assists. So, Subrabas, you can say, is trying his best also to fill the void left by MVP Mike Jefferson Sampurna, who we all know is now enlisted with the Philippine Army in the offseason. And like what I said in the pregame, this is an unpredictable Quezon City Enforcer side. Look at that. They barely lost to the powerhouse Camso Express in their June 8 meeting. Look at that. Only 8 points separating the Enforcers with the Express. 111-103. Express the winners there. And almost the same stats. Just almost the same field goal shooting. 39% versus 41%. And then free throws, well, I don't know. A team should shoot more than 50%. And when you talk about QC, you will always have to talk about Drick Acosta. Now, Drick Acosta, actually, when you look at the numbers on the screen right now, 20 points against Taguig, 16 against Camso. Actually, those are not your regular Drick Acosta numbers because it's lower than usual because we know that Acosta is averaging over 25 points a game. And they need just 25 points a game if they are to go far in this tournament. So, but when the other weapon of the Enforcers, Bill Shandigno, same thing. Look at that, 20 points against Taguig, 21 against Camso. Those are not Bill Shandigno numbers because he is averaging 29 points a game. So, I guess these players have to break up their slump. And we turn you over to our call team announcer to introduce the starting lineups.
We're ready to begin the NBL 2025 season Governors Cup live on the Leo Channel 23. Introducing the starters, 45-time champion and the reigning Governors Cup champions, Taguig City Generals. Shooting guard number 1, Coco Tanshoko. Playing center number 3, Jonats Lontok. Power forward number 14, Noel Santos. The other forward number 25, Edsel Galoy. Point guard number 69, Speedy Harvey Subrabas. Taguig Generals is led by Luga Tumbato, first assistant coach Tupe Villamayor. Here's for the Quezon City Enforcers. At guard number 1, Joshua Bringas. Also at guard number 3, Bill Digno. Power forward number 16, Rainier Kinga. Coming in at center number 18, John Butalid. And at forward number 23, Drick Acosta. The head coach is Julius Manalo, first assistant coach Paul Aquilino. Referees for this ball game are...
And there you have it, the protagonist for our initial offering for today, the very first game of round 2, the Quezon City Enforcers against the Taguig City Generals. Look at the starting lineups on your screens, of course, the biggest change today on the part of the game, of course, Larry John Mayong is unavailable for today's game, so he is not part of the starting five. Meanwhile, you can say more or less the same starting five of Coach Julius Manalo. And speaking of coaches, by the way, just a note to pass, Coach Big Victoria is unavailable also today, so heading the team is Coach Lugo Tomato.
Noel Santos.
Noel Santos rings the bell for the first point of the second round of elimination. Yes, we're live here from the front of the Taguig Gym in San Leonardo, Nueva Ecija. Acosta. Yes, Nagsoko, sa shooter versus shooter. Scored. Bringas. Fire. Only a two-pointer for Bringas. He had a toe on the line. Efficient ball movement here for the Generals. They will not try to go for the early blaze three. Subrabas what a pass. Pass to the Lontok. Of course, Lontok. Good movement without the ball. That's why Subrabas found him. It's the 2 points for the game. 4-2, Generals on top. Baseline drive is still good. Good defense there by Taguig. Galoy. Tansyoko. Again, Taguig is playing deliberately slow today to begin the game. Subrabas, then Tip. Santos dancing. The corner. Oh yes. A triple for Edsel Galoy. And in that sequence, that is a good example of patient ball movement. They finally located the open Galoy. And 3 points. Digno now. Digno finds an opening. Digno. No. Rebound Santos. So Santos... Aside from Digno and Acosta, I mean, VJ Santos has filled the role well, but you know they need more. All right, good stop here by the enforcers. Oh, a turnover. Galoy will sail. And then that's a blaze three for Edsel, the first blaze three of the contest. And remember again, when you score within 5 seconds of a change of possession, it is worth 3 points. Digno. Count the basket plus the foul. Yes, he was clipped on the arm by Lontok. First foul on Lontok. And I believe also the first foul in this game. For the bonus, Bill Shan Digno. Of course, Digno in the first round averaged 29.3 points a game. Not bad. In fact, that is the second highest in the first round, just behind Juancho Tolentino. Of course, by the way, we'll be seeing Juancho and the Nueva Ecija Granary Buffaloes in our main game today. (12-7), 5-point lead for Taguig. They hope to add to that. Galoy, Subrabas. Using the screen, Subrabas. Tansyoko. Oh, good anticipation by Digno. Digno! Count the basket. And it is only 2 points, according to our officials. I guess he released the ball before the 5 seconds elapsed. Okay, Lontok at the post, facing basket. And too strong for Harvey. Maybe if Harvey was about 2 inches taller, he could have caught that Spalding basketball. Anyway, Take that again. Look at the anticipation. Good anticipation by Digno. Burst of speed. And easy basket for Bill Chan. They love it inside to Digno, but Digno is well read by the defense. Galoy. And good anticipation again. Digno now is very aggressive today. Yes. And Bringas with a good trail job. 2 points more for the Enforcers. They're just behind by 1. Santos now. Tansyoko back to Santos. Santos is an opening. Again, two-man game with Tansyoko. Yes. This is a good sign for Taguig. Tansyoko is getting his shooting touch early. Because once Tansyoko gets his shooting going, he's very hard to stop. Acosta posting up, draws the foul. It's on Tansyoko. So, by the way, here it is. Look at this. The two-man game. Two-man game between Santos and Tansyoko. Tansyoko, of course, rewarding the confidence of his teammate. Meanwhile, 2 free throws at the line for Drick Acosta. By the way, we just saw Coach Bing Victoria arrive at the venue. So Coach Bing is behind. He's seated behind the bench of the Taguig Generals. Of course, on the screens there, the head coach of the Enforcers, Coach Julius Manalo. Second free throw on the way for Acosta. Yes. Backcourt pressure applied. They cross the timeline, the Generals. Galoy. Tansyoko is marked. At least they know by now that he is a reliable shooter. Open. No. And rebound controlled by Bringas. So far, we played what? 6 minutes? Almost half of the first quarter. No substitutes yet by both coaches. But as we speak, we see some action on the Taguig bench. We see a player reporting to the scorer's table. That's Noy Plagoso. He will check in at the next opportunity. Meanwhile, Santos, body hop to the basket. And it will count. Wow. Yes, you love the intensity of Francisco Tansyoko. And look at that. Look at Santos. He really wanted those 2 points, I can say. And, I've said this before, I like Noel Santos. He is easily one of the most hardworking players. Maybe not just on the Taguig Generals, but maybe in the entire NBL Pilipinas. Okay, so Josea Manangkil will replace Rainer Kinga. And in response, it looks like Noy Plagoso. Yes, so the coaches are matching each other up. Noy Plagoso will spell, I believe that's, Jonathan Lontok. So the two starting centers have been replaced. Bringas for 3, air ball. We played a little over 6 minutes, and I can say action-packed game so far here at the Nagano Gym in San Leonardo, Nueva Ecija. Cross court. Gabilan. Gabilan, by the way, is another substitute. He has replaced Galoy. And what do we have here? A holding foul.
Holding foul on number 31 by Tuazon.
On Tuazon. Okay, so Tuazon also is another substitute introduced by Coach Manalo. Okay, look at this. Cross court. And yeah, that's the foul. Yes, very clear. Holding. Oh, above. Oh, yes, that's traveling. Traveling, yes. Plagoso juggling the Spalding basketball on the way to the basket. Of course, Plagoso fresh in the game. I guess he has yet to warm up. Meanwhile, oh, good defense by the Generals. Look at Santos run. Santos to Pragoso. Pragoso, yes. And it's a blaze 3 for the big man. Noy Pragoso, the rookie. This is his first foray into the NBL Pilipinas out of the Rizal Technological University in Mandaluyong. Bringas jumper. No. Suddenly, Taguig is up by 8, 20-12. Gavilan using the screen. Nice roll by Pragoso. Yes. And one of the benefits that Pragoso has given to Taguig, they are now scoring from the center position. Well, of course, Lontok used to score a lot, but you know, the offense right now of Pragoso is more potent. Look at that. Tuazon with a strong move. So I believe this is the first bench points of the enforcers today. Of course, a couple of baskets already for Noy Pragoso. Shake and bake Santos, and he draws the foul. So first foul on Manangkil. And look at this. Strong move there by Tuazon, and I can say kind of escaped there with a potential offensive foul. Of course, we were looking at his offhand, which was trying to ward off his opponent, but I guess the referees let him through. Santos, first free throw is good. I remember a few NBL tournaments ago, Noel Santos and Larry John Mayo, they graduated at the same time from Taguig City University. Yes. So that's nice. They are already working. They're working students, so they're professional ball players, but they still continue their studies. Meanwhile, Digno missing. And look at that, Santos. I think Santos is inspired today, huh? What do you think? Jumper, no. Offensive rebound, reverse, yes. Pragoso with 6 quick points to his account. And with that, the enforcers called the first timeout of the game. Look at that. Offensive rebound, and then back to the basket shot by Noy Pragoso. Easy. We'll be back for more for NBL. Let's look at the numbers from their first meeting last May 30. The Generals winning 118-98 by 20 points. But, you know, I saw that game, and the score is not reflective. Actually, Quezon City, the credit to the enforcers, they were able to stand toe-to-toe with Taguig for a good number of minutes in the contest. Actually, majority of the contest, and Taguig just pulling away late. That's why they won by 20. But of course, it was a good game by Quezon City when they were able to stand toe-to-toe. And now Acosta, finally with a connection, makes it 25-16. Let's see. Let's see how the second unit of Taguig will sustain. By the way, David Completo checked in during that last timeout. Meanwhile, Ordonez, yes. So Ordonez quickly introducing himself with that strong baseline drive. Of course, we know Ordonez is another potent scorer. Here's a miss. Rebound picked up by Gavilan. Look at that. Azales now applying the brakes. Azales leaner, no. Offensive rebound, Gabilan. Fresh shot clock here for Taguig. Ordonez, 2-minute warning for the first quarter. Azales. Shot clock winding down. Completo knows it. Completo with the finger roll. And remember, we highlighted David at the start of the game. Of course, he played very well against the Tikas Kapampangan in the meeting of undefeated sides to close out their first round. Oh, what a shot there by VJ Santos. And now with the entry of Santos, so they hope that he will continue his good play. Santos is averaging 18.3 in the first round. In fact, he did not even play the first 2 games of Quezon City. He came in during the 3rd game. So that's a total of 73 points in 4 games, or 18.3 a game. Okay, Bringas started the game and now he's back. But before we can continue, a challenge has been filed. All right, a challenge has been filed by... and so we'll review the challenge. Our referees will review. And we'll just wait for their decision.
The challenge made by Quezon City is successful.
All right.
Quezon City
So
Enforcers
it is a successful
basketball.
challenge by the Enforcers, and they will keep the basketball. All right. Take a look at it again. So here's the bubble. Oh, yes. Very clear. Last touch on a general. Santos will orchestrate using the high screen. Santos in traffic to the baseline. Reversed by Tuazon, and this time Tuazon is assessed an offensive foul. He got away earlier, but now he does not escape the eagle eyes of our referees. So 14 fouls now on QC. Completo. Ordonez. Azares. They're looking for a clear out. Defense of Quezon City is tightening. All right, scramble for the ball. Won by the judge. Oh, yes. And a buzzer beater 3 by Azares, so just in time to beat the shot clock. 32-18, 14-point lead now for Taguig. Good anticipation. Triggering a fast break. And the ball will go out of bounds in favor of QC. This is a, what do you call this shade of blue? Is it baby blue? Yeah. Quezon City in their baby blue jerseys. Meanwhile, Homer Javier will report for action for the final seconds. And a foul given up by Pragoso.
Number 8, Noy
And I don't know. 3 seconds left and Pragoso gives up a foul. The ball is far away from the hoop. Let's see. Santos from 16 feet. Yes. And that's it for the first quarter. And our score is 32-20. A 12-point lead for Taguig. We'll be back with the second quarter. You are watching the NBL Governors Cup. All right. We'd like to remind everybody that the Glutamax Men 3x3 Basketball Challenge will now be on July 12. Yes, that's July 12 at the Vista Mall in Taguig. So if you you can still join, just contact the official official NBL Pilipinas Facebook page, and over 100,000 pesos worth of prizes to be given away to the winners. That's right. Aside from that, you have a chance to even represent the country by earning 3x3 points. Maybe all the way to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Because, you know, in FIBA 3x3, you can only play if you play and earn points. Meanwhile, at the start of the second quarter, a good defense applied by Taguig. Azares is blocked. Ball will stay with the Generals. So, no movement yet on the scoreboard. Azares, that by Bringas, recovered by Gabilan. Hesitation by Azares, air ball. And stepping on the line is Gabilan. Now, sometimes it's, I don't know, but sometimes it's a disadvantage to wear colored shoes because at least when you wear colored shoes, so the referees can easily spot the location of your feet. But of course, again, that's one of the things about modern basketball. Today, the players are allowed to wear any color of shoes they want. Because I remember in the old days, they were strict. The players have to wear the same color of shoes. Meanwhile, stepping on the line, and ball will stay with Quezon City. Baseline inbound for the Enforcers. With 14 on the shot clock. They're taking time. Okay, they finally get into play. Oops! Taguig demanding for a travel, but referee says play on. Look at that. Nice pass underneath. And this time, Butalid is hacked. He draws the foul. Let's digest some numbers from the first quarter. And you know what? At first glance at the stats report, look at this. I am amazed. 72% field goal shooting. All right. That is not a typographical error. But okay, that's because we're computerized. Our stats are computerized. 72% shooting. For Taguig, that's 13 out of 18. Compare that to 47% for Quezon City, 9 out of 19. And then the rebounds, 10 to 6 in favor of Taguig. And then assist, +2, 7 against 5. But then again, no, it's the shooting clip of Taguig that has really, got my attention. Well, let's see if they can continue that 70% shooting. Good hustle by Bringas. Bringas. Nice trail job. Oh, yes. Anchored on VJ Santos. Second basket now for VJ. Lead is down to 9. And ball goes to the stands. Almost hitting me. Look at this. Good hustle by Bringas. Burst of speed and then unselfish play. 2 points. 17 on the shot clock. Ordonez. And of course, we are joined here today by no less than the Honorable Mayor Elan Nagano of San Leonardo, Nueva Ecija. Good afternoon, Mayor, and happy viewing. Hope you enjoyed this game. Yes, Mayor is seated right behind us. Meanwhile, ball will go back to the Generals. And again, same intensity on the face of Khalil Butalid. Easily one of the most intense players on the Enforcers. Meanwhile, Ordonez with another success. I believe now 4 points for Mark Edison Ordonez. Santos to Acosta. No. But it had a good line. Extra pass. Sonsona, no. Okay, Ordonez now. And Ordonez is clipped. I guess that's the only way right now to stop the motion of Mark Edison Ordonez. Take a look at it again. Look at that. Ordonez just smoothly gliding down the floor. And I guess they had no choice but to stop him with that foul. Well, Quezon City not yet in the penalty. Completo. Faking. Completo. Jackknife. Yes. And I can say that Completo has really improved a lot in this tournament, Governors Cup, compared to his previous tournaments. Well, I guess, he was just learning. No, he was a rookie. He was learning the system of Coach Bing Victoria. Meanwhile, Khalil inside. Yes. That's John Khalil Butalid. And now 2 fouls now on Pragoso. So the decision time here for Coach Gatumbato. Here it is. Look at that. Oh, if only he was about maybe 2 inches taller. Meanwhile, I guess Coach Gatumbato not taking any chances. He will sit down Pragoso. At the line, Butalid. Yes. Good on the bonus. It's down to 10, 36-26. Again, good defense by QC. Digno. Digno, spin move. Oh, too much spin. Ordonez now. Look at how Ordonez glides down the floor. Galoy. Completo. Hesitating a bit. Ordonez from the corner. No. Oh, Completo picks it up. No box out for QC. Galoy now. Was a clear out using the Tolentino screen. Completo. Oh, he wanted to give it to the chairman, Jean-Marc Gabiran. But ball will stay. Lucky for them, ball will stay with the gig. A quick release by Completo. Rebound by Sonsona. Look at that. Digno on 5th gear. And Ordonez with the hug. And referees have made the sign. And they are advising all the players to gather together and no huddling allowed. Referees will review that last sequence to see what is the proper judgment. All right. And remember again, just to remind the players, you are not allowed to talk to your coach. You can talk amongst yourselves, but not to the coach. There's in your screens the Taguig Generals. Yes, and Tolentino has replaced the foul-troubled Noy Pragoso. So now the third-string big man has been unleashed by Coach Luga Tumpato.
Number 6, Mark Ordonez is first.
Okay. So it is just deemed an ordinary foul on
Homer Javier
Ordonez.
comes in for VJ Santos.
Yes, on his embrace. See, Ordonez embraced the streaking Bill Shandigno. Not really embraced. Maybe just got into a little contact. So the referees deemed it an ordinary foul. Now, if you really hugged Digno very tight, no doubt. At the line, Bill Shandigno, a product of the Diliman College, which is along Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City. Then again, look at the numbers from their first meeting. Better shooting for the Generals. And then, of course, the Enforcers shot better from the free throw line. But it is the teamwork of Taguig that did wonders. 42 assists against only 20 for the Enforcers. And again, like what I said earlier, it was a close game for majority of the contest. Taguig pulling away late only. So the final score was not reflective of how well the game was played by both sides. So what's the moral lesson there? Watch all the games of NBL Pilipinas. Don't miss a game. Referee says play on. Digno, strong move, yes. And it's a blaze 3 for Bill Shandigno. Now I said earlier, watch all the games of the NBL Pilipinas. If you miss a game, you can watch it again on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page, NBL Pilipinas. That's right, again, to be clear, NBL Pilipinas. And again, now Santos has returned, but the intensity has remained the same. Even after that, you can say that long rest. Foul is on John Khalil Butalid. Take a look at it again. Look at that. I said a long rest for Santos, but his intensity has remained the same. It may have even increased. At the line, the hard-working man, Noel Santos. He is not just hard-working on the basketball court. He's also hard-working outside of the basketball court. He has some businesses that he is managing. He's also an entrepreneur on the side. All right, bring us Digno. Digno now. Jumper. Well, they're putting the much taller and lengthier Galoy on Digno. And the referee's whistle is on Sonsona. Okay, Subrabas is back. So this is basically the starting 5 of Taguig except for Tolentino. Okay, Tolentino is taking the slot of Jonathan Lontok. Galoy to the corner. Tansyoko, cross court. To Galoy. Galoy. Well, I guess Galoy hurried that. I saw the shot clock winding down. Bring us with the hop and the block. And ball will go to the white shirts of Taguig. Harvey. Tolentino, back to Subrabas. Cross court, Tansyoko. Tansyoko thinking about it. Will use the Tolentino screen. Subrabas, no look to Santos. Yes. Subrabas was looking at the opposite direction. And Santos with a nice cut. Good movement without the ball. And a foul on Galoy. First one on Edsel. And look at this. A no-looker by Harvey to the good cutter of Noel Santos. Inbound is with Butalid. Butalid will spin against Tolentino. And no, he does not complete the layup. Rebound is won by the little man, Subrabas. Subrabas, nice bounce pass. Nice bounce pass to Edsel Galoy. Yes, that bounce pass was so good, you had to say it twice. Foul is on Homer Javier. First one on Homer. Look at this. Wow, again, another no-looker by Harvey. And of course, you know, when your point guard gives a pass like that, you are obligated to shoot and complete the assist. Okay, good on the bonus, Edsel Galoy from Letran, the former Letran Knight. But of course, as you say, once a night, always a night. Talking about your school team. Yeah, he used to play for Letran, not anymore. He is now, of course, in the professional league, the NBL Pilipinas. Digno, short. And just as the shot clock was winding down, Subrabas. Another no-look. But this time, an extra pass to the more open Tanshoko. Tanshoko does not complete it. And now, Digno, 3 steps ahead of the defense. Another blaze 3 for Bilshan Digno. Again, a blaze 3 is worth, a shot is worth 3 points if it is converted within 5 seconds of a valid change of possession. Just like that. And referee says, Quezon City ball. All right, first time we're going to see in this game Marlon Centino. .14 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound by the enforcers. It's with Digno. Digno now. Oh, Digno bubbled. He has to pass. Centino for 3. No. Picked up by Tanshoko. Subrabas. Tolentino. Tolentino had second thoughts, so he gives it to Galoy. Subrabas now, back to Edsel. Back to Harvey. Jumper, no. Oh, Tolentino. Defying the two defenders around him. And the foul is on Tuazon. Well, they had Tolentino in a sandwich, but of course Tolentino using his height and length to his advantage. Look at this. Oh yes, we are launching the Basketball Camp Mall series. This is of course in cooperation with Vista Mall. Our coaches, Big Bo Belga, the big man's coach, Jeff Chan, the shooting coach, and of course Coach Chico Lanete, who also used to coach our 3x3 teams. Yeah. So a complete lineup of coaches, huh? And definitely, our campers will learn a lot from these veteran players. So just inquire with your nearest Vista Mall when and where the camp will be conducted. And of course, if you also want to find out in advance, just check out the official NBL Pilipinas Facebook page. Again, I will repeat, NBL Pilipinas. That's the same Facebook page where you're watching this game right now. So please follow. And of course, our NBL youth will be competing in an international tournament against China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Indonesia, the USA, Spain, Serbia, Japan, Thailand, and Malaysia later this year in Singapore. So the best of NBL youth will, at this early age, these are a bunch of lucky kids. At such an early age, they get to represent the country. And who knows, in the future, Remember those names, all right? Remember those kids' names because we might see one of those kids or maybe even two shoot up for the senior Gilas Pilipinas. Speaking of Gilas Pilipinas, recently, some alumni, a couple of alumni from the NBL Youth they were part of the national 16 under team that won the Shaba tournament in Pampanga recently. And we'll talk more about that after this commercial break, and we'll be back for more of the NBL. On your screens, the Honorable Mayor Ilan Nagano. He's on the right portion of your screen. That's right. Of course, good day, Mayor. Hope you enjoy watching this game. Of course, later on, the home team. Before that, thank you very much, Love Mobile. Thank you very much, Love Mobile, for supporting the NBL Pilipinas. Of course, these are all food cart businesses. So please get in touch with Love Mobile if you want to start your own food cart business. So you got their Love Cafe, Hoy Shomai, Sassy Scramble, yes, and many other food carts. Meanwhile, Acosta will shoot 2 free throws. And I was about to say earlier, after this, we will see the home team, the Nueva Ecija Granary Buffaloes, test the Zambales Constructicons. And complete free throw there by Acosta. You know, that game was the very first game of the NBL Governors Cup last April at the Colegio de Sebastian. And that game, meanwhile, Jexter Tolentino with the conversion of 30 to 14. Now going back to our main game today, you know, they only 3 points separated those teams, 121 to 118 on opening day. So 2-minute warning for the first half. 48 to 34. Subrabas. One-hander. Okay, that's rare. They give the ball though. Another chance here for Taguig. Tanchoco using the Santos screen. Subrabas will attack. Subrabas, Tolentino, Galoy is open. Yes! And you can say that pass was those points were made possible by the unselfishness of Jexter Tolentino. Now he could have forced an undergoal stab, but of course he knew that Galoy was in a better position. Digno met again by the defense of Galoy. Sonsonano, and nobody there for the rebound for QC. For Generals to dispute the rebound. Subrabas. Coscore, Tanchoco, back to Harvey. Another high screen. Tanchoco, quick release this time. No. Scramble, won by Galoy. Too strong. And last touch, yes, very clear. Last touch on Noel Santos. All right, Coach Manalo wants to make sure of this final 39.8 seconds, so he wants to make sure they get something positive out of it. Calls a timeout, so we'll be back for the remainder of this first half. We'll be back. Hey, we are looking for sports commentators aged 25 to 30 years old, must be female, passionate about sports, with comprehensive knowledge of basketball, and can analyze game or do a play-by-play commentary. So call the number 0991-4222271. And who knows, very soon you'll be doing what I'm doing right now. Again, this is open to all females. And again, our Glutamax Men 3x3 Basketball Challenge will be this July 12 at the Vista Mall, Taguig. And you can still join. Just call the same number I said earlier. Or you can visit or message the official NBL Pilipinas Facebook page where you are watching, where you are probably watching this game right now. If not, you are watching on YouTube or on Aliw Channel 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. Anthony Cervino here at San Leonardo, Nueva Ecija for the final seconds of the first half. Unsuccessful offensive by QC, so possible last say here for Taguig. 51-34. Subrabas asking for a clear out. Gives the ball to Galoy. Galoy cross court to Harvey. Tansyoko again, another quick release. No. The referee halts play with 2.19 seconds left. Let's see.
Well, number 37, Jackie Tolentino.
It's a foul on Tolentino. So first on Jexter. Okay, on your screens there, Coach Bing Victoria. Of course, for today, he has given the coaching reins to his assistants to be led by Luga Tumbato. Meanwhile, Rainer Kinga could not complete his first free throw, so we have one more. Score remains the same, 51-34. Oh, 2 misses. Heave-ho! No. So at the end of 24 minutes, our halftime score is 51-34 in favor of the Taguig Generals over the Quezon City Enforcers. So again, to repeat our score, 51-34 in favor of Taguig, and we'll be back to break it down further and bring you the second half after this commercial break. You're watching NBL Governors Cup.
makipagsabayan.
Here's Bragais. Tapped by Fontanilla, recovered by Victoria. Bragais inside, kicks it out. Victoria fakes. Victoria with another spin move. The layup is good for the big boy. Look at this play. Renzo Victoria. The spin cycle and the layup for Renzo Victoria, the big man.
Alab na puso, laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat, higante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay
Valentino. Of course, give the ball to your best player. No more shot clock. Oh, wow! They beat the shot clock with that three-point shot. What a lucky break for the Buffaloes.
lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. Ito ang
Kompleto. So Coach Katumbato is rewarding him by not sitting him down. Oh, nobody marked Galoy. And I guess Coach Molt has seen enough. He will call a timeout to talk to his troops. And that's right. No, this lead is getting too big for his comfort.
may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay, bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat, kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako
Valentino to De Jesus. They go to Santos. Loses the leather. And here's Sobrabas. No look pass. Mayo. Pass. Natividad. Love to Mayo for the deuce. Nice passing by Taguig. Leading to this finish by LJ Mayo. The assist by Dan Natividad.
ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan, walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaan.
Again, two Santoses. Two Santoses on Nueva Ecija. One Santos with the ball for Quezon City, and he connects on the reverse.
Ito ang higan ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan.
2-point lead for Ticas. Another chance here for Manila to close the gap. Another crispy block. That is a public display of rejection. Yes. Ow! Another angle. Same result. Still a crispy block.
Sana hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan, walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat
Here comes Mark Yu after that miss by Kamsur. Yu against Monsalve. What a move there by Mark Yu. The Hesi and the drive.
gustong sumabay, bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat, kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad, ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad, mabigyan ng buhay.
Mark Yu crossover against Azares. One-handed layup there by Mark Yu. All smiles is Mark Yu. And then Mark Yu, a highlight here. A one-handed layup. All in one motion.
This is 2 points, but this one, this is for the Blaze. Yes.
Handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat paghusayan, tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikapin ang putin.
Once a horns formation for Ticas Kapampangan. Ganya fakes, attacks the paint. Ganya is fouled and one. And CJ Ganya with a highlight type of play. Ganya drove straight to the basket, hangs in the air, and scores the layup. Watch it again. The fake. And then look at the body control by CJ Ganya.
Ito ang higan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang higan ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL.
4 is our halftime score in favor of the Taguig Generals. So let's look at some numbers to find out why our score is as such. And but before that, let's look at some highlights. And Lontok finds Tanchoco with a quick release. Kapow! Tanchoco getting his scoring groove early. Of course, Digno was, I can say, quite inspired at the start. But when you talk about, look at that, Plagoso. Instant offense off the bench. And then a leaner by Santos also off the bench. First quarter, 32-20 in favor of Taguig. Second quarter, almost the same story. Look at that, Ordonez finding completo. The bench mob starting to work wonders for the Generals. Meanwhile, Digno trying his best to keep his team afloat with strong moves like that. And then the unselfish play, look at that. Several no-look passes by Harvey Subraba. So one of several. Here's another one. This time to Galoy for a two-pointer in 51-34 after 24. Look at the numbers. Well, Taguig, I said they shot 72% in the first quarter. Well, it kind of, leveled down to 53% and 35% for Quezon City. Meanwhile, the leading scorers, as expected, Digno with 11, Galoy with 12. So, Digno and Galoy, aside from leading their teams in scoring, are defending each other. Yes, that's our defensive matchup. All right, first possession here. Sonsona. And a one-hander by Acosta is no good. Of course, in that first half, Drick Acosta with only 5 points. That is not typical of Acosta. We know that we can score more. Sometimes he's usually at double figures already by halftime. Meanwhile, the chairman, John Mark Gabilan, with the stab underneath. Santos. So this time, Santos is starting the second half. He did not start the game. It was Bringas who was the starting point guard. Santos. Acosta, yes. Three-pointer by Acosta. And at the same time, arguing that he should be given a bonus. But referees think otherwise. Azares. Gabilan to Ordonez at the corner. Using the screen of Completo. Ordonez now to Completo at the post. Yes. Yeah, you like the combinations put in by Coach Gatumbato. No? Any combination seems to work well together. That is a product, of course, of being together for a long time, and the core of this team. As we see a foul in the... Oh, no! It's traveling on Ordonez. So good defense there by VJ Santos. Look at this. Completo. A good recognition by Santos. And they should deny Completo that area to the basket. On your screens there, our coach for today, Coach Lou Gatumbato. As Coach Bing Victoria is seated behind the bench today. Oh, nice reverse by Kinga. And now a bonus coming for Kinga. So at the line, Rainier Kinga from the New Era University Hunters. He does not complete the bonus. So a good number of these are NBL players. So I've been watching them since they were in college, and some of them even when they were in high school. Yes. Completo. Completo against three defenders, forced to pass. Stolen by Santos. Santos now. Sonsona, no. And no rebounder there for the enforcers. This time, Azares will slow it down. Gavilan, Completo. to Azares. Pragoso. Good defense on Pragoso. Santos ahead of the pack. And he will get the Blaze 3. That's right. Again, the Blaze 3 scored within 5 seconds of a change of possession. And if you want some help, just look at the scoreboard on the bottom of your screen. If the green light is blinking, that means the Blaze 3 is in effect. Kinga with the steal. Acosta. Acosta still. Kinga underneath. Kinga against 4 defenders. Somebody's open. Acosta. And it'll go out of bounds. So again, just look at the scoreboard. Just below the, just beside, in between the 55 and the shot clock. If the green light is blinking, that means the Blaze 3 is in effect. Okay, so that will sort of help you, like a visual aid. Gavilan. Oh, weak pass, but it's recovered by Ordonez. Ordonez, scoop shot. No. And last touch will be on Gavilan. Yeah. Santos now will start. Met by Ordonez. So, we just realized Ordonez is taller than Santos. Acosta. Hemmed in well by the defense. Digno. Running shot. No. Azares now. And stolen by the defenders. Enforcers rather. And it's a Blaze 3 for Digno. At the same time, he has fouled. So in this case, Digno will shoot a bonus for a rare 4-point play. Oh yes, very clear. Completo hacking the forearm of Bilshan Digno. So now Completo will sit down and Noel Santos will return. So now for a rare 4-point play, Bilshan Digno. You know, this gym is air-conditioned, but if you looked at that last frame, you can see very well the beads of sweat on Digno. I guess he has been working extra hard today, trying to get the win for Quezon City. Again, we said in our pregame they want to improve on their 2 wins and 4 losses. Meanwhile, Taguig, they want to preserve their immaculate slate and go up to 7-0. Kinga to Acosta. Sonsona to Digno. Digno against Ordonez. They're forcing Digno to backtrack, but now he attacks. Gives it to an open teammate, short. Offensive rebound, the whistle is blown. You know, credit to the enforcers. Slowly but surely, they have reduced the gap to single digits, 55-46. Meanwhile, a warning is slapped on Mark Edison Ordonez for resentment. Meanwhile, Harvey Subrabas will return. We'll give Ordonez a rest. Let's see if he will return later. At the line for 2 free throws, Bilshan Digno. Of course, today, we have yet to see a team avail of our new rule, which is the free 3. If that's the case, the player, with the consent of the head coach, can replace his 2 free throws with 1 3-point shot from top of the key. Yes, so far nobody has went for the free 3 option, but maybe later when a team is playing catch-up. You know, usually it's a team that's behind that avails of that new rule. Subrabas. No. Long rebound. Oh, won by Santos. Good anticipation. Santos having trouble. He eludes the defense and he gets the 2 points. I mean, how was he able to escape the double team? Maybe we can look at that later. Lead is back to 9. 57-48. Oh, yes. It's down to 6. Hey, Taguig better watch it. It's down to 6. So, to counter that, I guess they are slowing the game down. They think if they will slow down the game, it will work to their favor. Let's see. Santos surveying to Galoy. Galoy. Pop out Harvey. Harvey back to Galoy. Galoy for 3. No. Oh, rebound Subrabas. The smallest player with the offensive rebound. All right, they will recycle. Galoy will attack the defense. More patient ball movement by the Generals. Santos. Oh, Santos. That shot was also made possible by the flexibility of Noel Santos. If you notice how he was able to, bend his back backwards when he attempted that shot. Acosta, short. Ball bounces to the hands of Santos. Now Harvey on the run. Harvey. And Harvey is fouled. Only the first on Acosta. So 2 free throws here for Harvey Subrabas. Meanwhile, Carl Tuazon will return for Kinga. So a smaller unit on the floor today for, smaller unit at now for the Enforcers. But, I remember, ever since opening day, that has been one of the things that, the players and coaches of Quezon City have stressed, especially when we are talking, during lulls in between games. They really have to do something about their lack of height. Well, if you look at the times when the teams, remember at the start of the game, our teams line up at the middle of the court. You can easily see the big disparity of height between the Enforcers and their opponents. But in the first round, you can say their height disadvantage has been sort of neutralized by the good play of Acosta and Digno. And that is will it count? Will it count? Okay. So it's a 24-second shot clock violation. Yes. I guess the Enforcers took too long to decide what to do, and the shot clock blew in their face. So chance here for Taguig to go back to double figures. But remember, QC came strikingly close to 6. Subrabas met by Tuazon. Subrabas for 3. Air ball. And battle for it. Yes, the ball hit the line. So the ball will go the way of the Enforcers. Acosta doing some sort of a point forward. Acosta brushes away the defense of Tanchoco. Yes. It is back to a 6-point gap. Now let's see if Quezon City can break the 6-point barrier. Santos. Subrabas. Plagoso. Tanchoco. No. And out of bounds in favor of QC. Suddenly we have an interesting ball game. It's just 6 points, possibly even less if the enforcers convert on this possession. Acosta has it. Acosta has been playing well as of late. That's why they're able to cut the gap. Bring us, no. And look at that, Subrabas, Speedy Harvey. Yes. It is a blaze 3. That's right, the green light is on. It's a blaze 3. Suddenly, it's back to a 9-point lead for Taguig. Thanks to that blaze 3. Oh, nice block. What a crispy block. Public display of rejection. Home run. It's back-to-back blazes for Taguig, and quickly Coach Manalo calls a timeout. Look at this, back-to-back blazes for the Generals. This time it's Harvey doing the feeding to Edsel. That's right, pow. 65-53. We'll be back for more of your NBL. So again, this is the new rule starting this Governors Cup. The Blaze 3, wherein, of course, a field goal is worth 3 points if converted within 5 seconds of a change of possession. That's right. So I'll just use the different opportunities or methods that a Blaze 3 may be obtained. Of course, the free 3, we have yet to see that today. Like what I mentioned earlier, a shooter, with the consent of this coach, can trade his 2 free throws for 1 3-point shot. We'll see that later, all right? Hopefully, we'll see that later in this game. But so far, nobody has attempted a free 3. Maybe in the 4th quarter. Or maybe now. Why not? It's a good idea. Especially for the team playing catch-up. And QC not helping themselves by throwing the ball away. Subrabas. Oh, bounce pass in traffic. Lontok. And that has been the trademark move of Lontok ever since the NBL opened in 2018. That's right, Lontok, one of the OGs, one of the original Taguig Generals from 2018. That's his move, that fake underneath. So free throw time for Jonathan. First one is no good. Well, in this Governors Cup, the points of Lontok have not been as much as compared to the previous conferences. He's entering today, he's averaging 2.8 only per game. Okay, again, 2.8. That is very far from his old numbers. But then again, it's because it's the entry of younger centers like Fragoso and Tolentino who are more point or offense conscious. Oh, nice scoop shot there by Digno. Well, of course, when you attempt a shot like that, it's obvious that Digno is also attempting to fish a foul. Down to 10. Tanchoco. Galoy is open. Yes. And now it's a Baker's dozen lead, 13 points for the Generals. And if you still don't know why it's called the Baker's dozen, because in the old days, if you buy 12 pieces of bread, the baker will give you a 13th piece for free. I don't know if they still do that. Depends. Meanwhile, Galoy, oh yes. And now, 3 Blaze 3s in a row for Taguig. And of course, 2 of those by Edsel Galoy. So again, that's a good example of how to score on the Blaze 3. Take that again, all right? Look at that. Subrabas tiptoeing on the baseline and then very alert to spot the streaking teammate. Yes, that is the right way to take advantage of the Blaze 3. Of course, a much-deserved rest for Subrabas. He will return, that's for sure. Now take a rest, drink some water. Okay, Acosta with the connection. Okay, Quezon City not giving up. You know, the key here for the enforcers, they have to keep it close entering the fourth. Oh, nobody marked Lontok. Yes, and what a way for Taguig to cap the third quarter. The score is 73-57, a 16-point lead for the Taguig Generals over the Quezon City Enforcers. That's our score. We'll be back for the deciding fourth quarter. You wouldn't want to miss that. Stay with us, please.
A new channel 23, DWIC News FM, Home Radio, Potato Canto, Love Mobile.
And again, to remind everybody, please go to the Vista Mall Taguig on July 12 for the Glutamax Men 3x3 Basketball Challenge. And you can still join if you just message the NBL Pilipinas Facebook page. And of course, thank you very much to Love Mobile for supporting the NBL Pilipinas Governors Cup. These are food carts, Love Cafe, Hoy Shomai, Sassy Scramble, Ramen Daisuke, and among others. And just contact them if you want to franchise and start your own business. Food carts, yes. Love Mobile. Start of the fourth and deciding quarter. A 16-point lead for Taguig. They have first crack at the basket. Tanchoco to Ordonez. Ordonez attacks. No. And Lontok losing it. It's with Bringas. Bringas now. Acosta. And good defense there by Taguig. I said good defense. You know why? Because I saw from the motions of the defense of the enforcers, they were looking to run the ball for the Blaze 3. But again, good defense by Taguig to slow down the progress of the ball. One-hander, no. And won by Santos, VJ Santos. Santos now shaking off the defense. Kinga now has it. Kinga, series of moves, he is blocked. But ball will stay with the enforcers.
Then on the shot clock, 10 seconds to shoot.
10 on the shot clock. They have to move fast. Acosta, yes.
Acosta.
73-59, 14-point gap.
22 seconds to shoot.
So 22 on the shot clock. And let's look at the numbers through the first three quarters. And you can say the scoring clip or the shooting clip of both teams have remained the same. 52% for Taguig, 38% for the enforcers. Some leading scorers, you got Digno with 19, Acosta with 15. The only players in double figures for the enforcers. Meanwhile, Taguig, they have Galoy with 21, Noel Santos with 13. And referee halts play. We got some bodies getting entangled there. Galoy and Sonsona. The hold is on Galoy, so 2 fouls now on Edsel. Take a look at it again, all right? Yes. It is a triple for Acosta. And hopefully, no, this will be the start of the rally of the enforcers. We got a small group of QC supporters joining the team today. Of course, later on, this venue will be packed as the Nueva Ecija Grande Buffaloes tackle the visitors, Zambales Constructicons. So stay with us for that main game. Acosta! Not this time, but a little pushing underneath. Just a little push. It's on Lontok. So 2 fouls on Lontok. Okay, so now Pragoso will replace Lontok. Also, Gabiran will return. So maybe around this time, we will probably be seeing both coaches introduce or prepare to introduce their finishing 5. This time the foul is on Sonsona. And Completo will return. Quite a long rest for David. But I guess they did not miss him because his teammates were able to maintain the lead. Gavilan. Paragoso. No. Rebound Acosta. So let's see. They need to speed it up. They might want to go for the Blaze 3. Instead, they do the set. No. Kinga. Offensive rebound. Oh, he's blocked again, but Kinga keeps it alive. Acosta, one-hander, yes. It's down to 9 points. Okay, single figures. Whoops. Some wayward extremities. So, oh, that is only the second on Kinga. Okay.
Shot clock, 14 seconds.
14 on the shot clock here. You know, one player who we have yet to see, who has yet to see action today, but he's on the bench, okay? He's here. Dan Ati Natividad. He has yet to be fielded by Coach Gatumbato. Paragoso. Simply using his length. No, he has such a long wingspan, Paragoso. Oh, they get the points back. Hey, it's down to 8. 75-67. A stop here will be good for QC. Aerial collision.
Number 1, Joshua, bring us his first 13 foul.
That is only the first on Joshua Bringas. So at the line, David Completo. You know, I was talking earlier about, you know, players who I've watched since high school. Completo is one of them. Yes, I first saw David when he was in high school at, believe it or not, FEU Diliman, which is in Quezon City. Then, of course, he went to Olivares and then eventually playing professionally with his hometown Taguig Generals. So that's one example of players who I've watched since high school who are in the NBL. That's another, again, that's the nice thing about NBL, guys. I mean, the fans can say, you know, I've seen these players grow up. No, there are neighbors, there are next door neighbors, or, you know, they live in the opposite barangay of our city. So you really feel the connection or the attachment between the fans and the players. Acosta, a bit long rebound, lands in the hands of Harvey. Ordonez. All right, they'll do it again. Completo. Bounce pass. No look. Gabilan was not ready to receive, but there's still 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Yes, 4 seconds on the shot clock. So we need a quick movement. Oh no! All right, the clock will only start when somebody touches it. Completo is blocked, and referee says yes, it's a shot clock violation. So it will mean an inbound for QC. So this will also allow Taguig to set up their defense. Santos still. Santos having trouble. Recovers. They're behind by 10. Kinga, one-hander, turnaround. Yes. That's right. Always give Kinga the high percentage shot. Back to single figures. 77-69. Taguig. Gabila, no. And here's the chance. Here's a golden chance for QC. Enforcers now. Cross court. Kinga for 3. No. I said Kinga should be given the high percentage shot. Offensive foul on, let's see. It looks like Kinga got the raw end of the deal. Yes. Pragoso simply erasing Kinga. All right. The Generals will challenge that last offensive foul on Noy Pragoso. You see there on your screens there, the man in black at the background, Fidel Castro. Of course, Fidel is still recovering from a knee injury that he sustained in the finals of the last President's Cup, wherein they beat the Camso Express in Game 5 at the Dueñas Gym. Of course, speaking about the Dueñas Gym, we will be there this Sunday for another doubleheader. So hopefully our fans there in Taguig and the nearby areas will troop to the Dueñas Gym in Signal Village to watch the NBL doubleheader. First game will be the Tikas Kapampangan against the Nueva. Well, the main game is the Taguig Generals against the Zambales Constructicons. All right? And Tikas Kapampangan will play in the opening fixture against, we're checking first. Let's check. They will play the Quezon City Enforcers. All right, so you'll see these Enforcers again this Sunday. In the first game, they'll play Tikas Kapampangan, and then Taguig will play Zambales in the main game. Of course, later on, you'll see Zambales play Nueva Ecija in our main game at around 7 o'clock p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Or that's 11 o'clock in the morning, Greenwich Mean Time. All right,
Generals is unsuccessful.
Oh, yes, all right. It's
offensive foul on Noy Pragoso.
It's an unsuccessful challenge by Taguig. So the offensive foul on Noy Pragoso will stay. 2 fouls for Noy. And of course, ball will go the way of QC. Here it is. Here's what happened. So look at the left side of your screen, or the right side rather. Yes. Pragoso was a little bit too aggressive there, simply erasing. Here's a better angle for our for your appreciation. Yes, that's right. Pragoso simply erased or removed Kinga from the picture. So again, a golden chance here for QC to inch closer. Santos, Acosta, they quickly mark Acosta. Digno, yes, Digno. This is the closest. This is the closest that QC has come to. Only 5 points now separating these teams. Let's see how Taguig will react. You know, their once 19-point lead is history. They led 53-34. But now it's down to 5. So Brabas, oh wow, what a time. What a time to come for Harvey. It nullifies the 3-point shot of Digno, so it's back to 8. And the ball is passed out of bounds. Oh, well, that's a blown chance, to say the least, for the enforcers. But all is not yet lost. We still have a lot of time, 5:46 left. So a lot can happen between now and then. This is the NBL. You'll never know what will happen next. Subrabas whistle, count the basket, and bonus free throw on the way for Harvey. Here it is again, look at that. Subrabas looked too deep, but I guess, Santos simply reached out. Say a poor challenge there by Santos. Okay, for the bonus, Harvey Subrabas, who together with Lontok and the absent Larry John Mayo, the originals, the Taguig originals from 2018. They're the first NBL team, and until now, they're still with the team. Bringas. They are suddenly behind by 11 after cutting it to only 5. 6-0 run by Taguig. So they needed that. That stops the 6-0 run by the Generals. They're still behind by 9. Taguig wisely slowing it down. They want to make the clock their ally. Under 5 minutes left. We are nearing crunch time. Oh, caught the basket for Edsel Galoy. So 2 fouls now on Acosta. Take a look at it again. Look at this. A burst of speed by Galoy. And, of course, a late challenge by Acosta. He was simply blown away by the foot speed of Edsel Galoy. And Galoy completes the bonus. Now, the enforcers will sue for time. They are now behind by 12. And this could be their last stand. So we'll see. After this commercial break, stay with us. Look at this. Edsel Galoy with 24 points. And, I can say that, those 24 points of Edsel, it really blew up when he started connecting on those blaze threes. So you can really see like this one. See, as I speak, here is one of several blaze threes by Edsel Galoy. That's why his production blew up to 24. And you can see the effect of the blaze tree. It has really made the NBL brand of play quite entertaining, quite interesting, and quite unpredictable. So always watch the NBL. Don't miss a game. You'll never know what you'll miss. Okay, so after heaping praises on Edsel Galoy, he commits a foul.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
All right. The enforcers need to convert on this possession. Oh, they throw the ball away. And, a dribbling violation on Pragoso. So you can say a lucky break there for the enforcers as it stopped the possible breakaway layup by Taguig. So a chance here again for QC to trim the gap. 4 minutes and change left. They need to make their move now. Jumper, short, battle for it. Won by Completo. And a foul in the backcourt. It's a hold on Bringas. And you can just imagine what's running through the mind right now of Joshua Bringas. It'll send Harvey Subrabas to the line. And it's a miss for Harvey. And you can hear the collective sigh of relief from the QC enforcers. Okay, split for Harvey. And Subrabas, he is now one out of 4 from the line. Oh, nice pass! Wow! And a pass like that is really worth a Blaze 3. A very fast, a very precise pass down the floor. And then, quick release. Actually, no dribbles, huh? Okay, now that is the 4th foul on Galoy. Look at this again, look at this. It starts with this, wow, what a bounce pass. 1 bounce, no look, no dribble, but 3 points. The Blaze 3 in action. Acosta, they need this, yes. That's right. The enforcers not yet ready to wave the white flag. 90-77, 13 is the gap. Gabilan, Galoy, still play with 4 fouls, but I think he will finish this game. He won't sit down. They'll just let him finish the game. Just stay away from his 6th foul. Galoy, forced to shoot. Offensive rebound by Harvey. Look at that. I mean, nobody. Subrabas is coming out of nowhere from the weak side. Offensive rebound by the smallest player on the floor. Wow, 2 points. No, we have to look at that again to appreciate. All right, guys, look at that. Wow. I mean, where's the box out? And you can see the reaction of his teammates in the background. All right, this is the first free 3 of the game. And I guess this is, you can say, the court of last resort already. All right, so 1 attempt worth 3 points if it goes in. Oops, too strong. So, I've said this before, the free 3 is a high risk but a high reward option. But then again, if the team is desperate, they need to catch up quickly, they might as well shoot the free 3. Taguig. Oh, Galoy. And another timeout called by the enforcers. Wow. This has been the game of Edsel Galoy. No doubt. He has been a standout both on offense and defense. And 94-77, we'll be back for the balance of this game. Stay with us. Look at this. Harvey Subrabas. Oh! Harvey is 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double. Okay, so Subrabas is also making a strong case for best player. And look at that. See? Subrabas, again, just to remind everybody, he is 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double. So I guess we have now an additional candidate for best player after this game. Let's see. A key possession for the Enforcers. And it's won by Gabiran. Big stop by Taguig. All right, it's the last 2 minutes. Winning time in NBL Pilipinas. Subrabas. What will he do with the ball? Oh, he wanted to fire an assist, but Gabiran was not ready to receive. So, Coach Lugatong Bato will call a timeout. And we'll be back with the final 142 of this contest. Stay with us, please. Of course, this timeout was called by the Taguig Generals, but take a look at the QC Enforcers. Acosta making a case as well for best player with 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You can say a slow start for Drick, but he eventually caught up. Of course, him and
2 seconds to
Digno have
shoot.
been carrying the load for the Enforcers today. Well, actually, not just today, but perhaps the entire Governors Cup so far. Meanwhile, another chance given to QC. That was, you can say, a no. That, of course, that will not make the coaches happy. No, they just wasted that timeout. It amounted to nothing. They did not get anything out of it. They just threw the ball away. Meanwhile, Sonsona is dancing in mid-air. He draws the foul. It's on Plagoso. And that is the 4th on Plagoso, but expect Plagoso to stay. No, they won't replace him. They'll just allow him to finish the game. As long as he does not pick up his 6th foul. So I believe Sonsona is lining up for a free three. So again, free three, a new rule. This Governors Cup, and now QC has missed both their free three attempts. But no, we understand because they are trying their best to come back from this 17-point deficit with about a minute left. Of course, that extra point might help. Well, if it went in. Okay, Galoy exploding. And now, Taguig taking their sweet time. Subrabas! Could this be the exclamation point by Harvey Subrabas? We'll find out in about a minute. And the Enforcers throw the ball away. And you can see suddenly all the long faces amongst the Enforcers. Yes, like what I asked earlier. Could this be? How could this be the exclamation point? All right. Well, I don't know, but I guess this looks like the white flag as Acosta is now being pulled out in favor of Hans Season. At the line, Edsel Galoy. What a game today for Edsel. And, talking about Edsel, he entered this Governor's Cup with a big responsibility. he had to take over the slot vacated by the injured Fidel Castro and of course by the sudden departure of MVP Mike Jefferson Sampurna, who enlisted in the Philippine Army. So I guess this is it. Coach Manalo is bringing in his role players to play the final 47 seconds or so. So this time, Sonsoda will make sure and will go for the traditional 2 free throws. Unfortunately, Sonsona continues to miss. So they'll try to salvage 1 point. All right, 1 out of 2 for Sonsona. That's John Cedric Sonsona. Galoy now. Back to Galoy. So Subrabas is not on the floor right now, so I guess he will not get his triple-double. Meanwhile, a new player. This is his first game in the NBL. This is number 28, Jibril Askri. So this is his very first game as a professional. Congratulations. Meanwhile, Askri underneath. Will it count? Let's see. Fall is on Season, yes. So Askri now will shoot 2 free throws. So this could be his first points in the NBL. Yes. So again, remember that. That is the first points of Jibril Askri. And many more to come. Hopefully. 2 for 2. All right. 100-78. We're just waiting for the final score. Lugtu. Yes. Galoy causing the timeline, and I guess they'll just dribble the time away. No, Askri has other things in mind. Askri, no. Oh, he was looking for his first field goal. And Sonsona will run out of time. So, our final score is 100-80 in favor of the winners. Congratulations to the Taguig City Generals. They win over the Quezon City Enforcers. So, just like in their first round meeting, Taguig won by 20 points. And of course, we have to honor our best player, and he is no other than, of course, from the winning Taguig Generals, number 25, Edsel Galoy. Congratulations, Edsel. That's right. He is our best player of the game, Edsel Galoy. Look at that. He was simply all over the place with 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And, a lot of hustle. Several blaze threes like this one that really, broke the backs of Quezon City, at the same time inspired his teammates at the Generals. So again, good all-around performance by Edsel Galoy. He is our best player of the game. Again, our final score 100-80, an even 20-point win for the Generals. They repeat over the Quezon City Enforcers. Just like in the first round, they won by 20 points. All right, let's look at some highlights on how this game came about. Starting, of course, in the first quarter. Patient ball movement early by Taguig. Pow! That's to this long shot by Tansyoko. But, of course, Digno trying his best. He has taken it upon himself to be the leader of the team. Meanwhile, Plagoso off the bench from Noel Santos. And then this time, VJ Santos with a response. 32-20, good 12-point lead for Taguig after one. Come to second, by the way, in that first quarter, Taguig shot a flaming 72% from the field. Their shooting clip went down a bit here in the second, but it was basically the same story. They were able to maintain their distance. In fact, they were able to even increase their lead a bit. Look at that, Look at that no-look pass, No, it's plays like that that really inspire a team. So 51-34 at halftime. Of course, by the way, Harvey Subrabas, 1 rebound and 1 assist short of a triple-double. Acosta trying his best also to rally. In fact, no, they were able to cut the gap to only 5. Digno. Again, I mean Acosta rather. See, Acosta was the reason why they were able to cut the gap to 5. But of course, when that happened, Galoy simply took over again, 73-57 after 3. So we go now to the deciding fourth quarter. Of course, still possible. Chance still possible for the Enforcers. They know that. Digno fires a 3. That's right. Look, the Enforcers simply refusing to quit. But look at that. Here's the exclamation point by Harvey Subrabas. And then look at that. Another beautiful blaze 3. Executed. Anchored on David Completo. And yes, this is the exclamation point triple of Subrabas. And final score 100-80. The Taguig Generals improved to 7-0. Meanwhile, the Enforcers, they fall to 2-5. So, we are ready to give you our main game for today. It's going to be the home team, the Nueva Ecija Grand Review Buffaloes against the visiting Sampans Construction Cons. Will bring that game to you after this break. Stay with us. You are watching the NBL Governors Cup.